Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, you can apparently now get a bunch of random free food just by playing on your PlayStation 5. We also have some brand new reports of at least some brand new PlayStation 5 games coming out too in the near future, which we'll get to go and hear more news about that. In the near future, we'll give you guys more updates and as well an even kind of cooler Samsung sale going on all throughout today. So you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy. And we have some, at the end of the day, when I get to have a chance to get free food and free money just by messing around and doing some cool gameplay on my PlayStation, I'm gonna probably end up going and trying to go do that myself. So we have a lot of fun things to go talk about, so if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy it. As always, I did mention we do actually have a brand new Samsung promotion going on, which I do believe is now active. We have a bunch of links down below, just in case you guys do want to go and check them out. A bunch of cool home appliances like refrigerators and a lot of other various things that all are through Samsung and all up on sale. Those are all linked down below. Technically a hashtag ad like affiliate stuff, so you just want to go check that out. We're working with Samsung for that. That is linked down below. Of course, the Twitter and Twitch stream. Let's go dive on into the video itself. So, as you guys probably have maybe seen or have heard PlayStation allude towards, they've been kind of doing some kind of nifty things. And now what we mean by this is they had a chance to go by and work with EVO, which is probably one of the more bigger fighting game tournaments. And of course, when it comes to PlayStation, they've integrated really cool things such as PlayStation Stars, PlayStation Tournaments, and just a lot of really nifty things in the pipeline when it comes to incentivizing more pro play and more competitive play when it comes to PlayStation. A good example is things such as the Fortnite Cups, if you guys have ever seen those, where basically built into the game itself and incentivizes folks to launch the game, play the game, and enjoy the game. Just basically all through the game. But right now, PlayStation's incentivizing stuff even more with the partnership with Chipotle. Now, we're not partnered with them. We are doing some stuff for Samsung, like I said, linked down below. But this is not an ad, but it's kind of a nifty news story to go and cover nonetheless. So as I mentioned, there's been these built-in tournament systems and integration systems. They have this big EVO tournament that PlayStation themselves own. And they have had this kind of nudge, push into esports, which I think is cool. I've always been an esports watcher. I've watched CSGO, Dota tournaments, League of Legends tournaments, Call of Duty tournaments, Overwatch. I've even seen some World of Warcraft, PvP things. I've been around. I like watching the stuff, especially on Twitch, sometimes on YouTube. But one big thing to note is that you could actually go get a bunch of free food, guac, chips, and also money by now playing things on PlayStation. And I think this, even though it's kind of a weird topic to cover, I think this is actually a very cool topic. Mainly because with all this type of stuff, you have a chance to go and literally get food. It's cool. I like these integrations where Chipotle is we'll go drop down a few thousands of dollars and hook people up who want to enjoy playing games. So right now you can actually go get free Chipotle chips and guac by playing Tekken 8 on the PS5. Now once again, this isn't the craziest thing, and I don't mind spending the extra few bucks and getting guac if I want to get some guac myself, but at the end of the day, it's this cool integration between big companies working together. Seems kind of cool. Saying this is the esports tournament that our late stage capitalism deserves. So, yeah, anyway. So basically, after nearly 7 years of activity across the PlayStation 4 and 5, the PlayStation Tournaments platform is getting its very first ever branded competition. So basically, integrated with Chipotle itself, where they're supplying money and having cool deals. And the name at the top of the screen is smothered in a tomatillo red chili salsa. So the Chipotle Challenger Series featuring Tekken 8 is going to be kicking off on the PlayStation 5 tournaments, with a qualifier round from April 15th to the 26th, so upcoming these next few weeks, open to anyone who wants to test their fighting game skills or just score some free snacks. All participants in the qualifier round will receive a code for free chips and guacamole from Chipotle, which I think is cool. So according to the company's official rules, the freebie must be redeemed alongside a full price entree item, purchased online or in-app only. It's kind of a whatever deal, but it's still kind of fun to go and talk about. So also the offer expires on May 31st, but hey, there's still a clear path for free chips and guacs via Tekken 8 playtime here. So there is a little bit of a barrier of entry. I believe you have to own Tekken 8, but the game's dope. I like Tekken. Tekken's cool. And as well, you also do have to buy an entree. But if you are a regular for Chipotle, and I know a lot of people, my buds, I know people who go to Chipotle multiple times a week. Now, I like Chipotle. I'll go. I don't mind. But I'm not a multiple time a week guy. Maybe once a month when the feeling's right. Why not? But I also live in Chicago. We have a lot of good, homegrown Mexican food over here. But every now and then you got that Chipotle craving. It pops up. I feel it. You feel it. But either way, Basically, if you have a Tekken, you can be placed in the qualifier and have a chance to get free chips and guac. So the Chipotle Challenger Series continues with a closed qualifier to finals on May 3rd and the 4th, and then the first place takes home $5,000 and a trip for two to Evo, which, like I said, PlayStation does own, so they want to incentivize that and push that out. And as well, maybe you have a chance to even compete because you basically won a mini tournament. Maybe you have a chance to compete. So basically, you get $5,000, which is kind of good for just a random homegrown little tournament. And then you also, like I said, you also get the trip for two for Evo. Plus, you also get free Chipotle for a year, which I think some people are probably looking forward for that. And looking closer, the offer consists of Chipotle rewards credits good for one free regular entree item per week for a year, or a total of up to 52 regular entrees. So like 52 burritos ain't nothing to scuff at throughout a week. Get some bowls or something instead. You're basically eating good for most of the year, which seems nice. Seems kind of cool. Second place gets $3,500, a trip for two to Evo, and a $300 Chipotle gift card. Third place gets $2,500 and a $250 gift card. And basically everything stops at the 16th place, but everyone else will also get a free Chipotle entree code if you make it to the 1,250th place, on top of everything else. So you also get the free guac too on top of that, which is kind of cool. There's also an official Tekken 8 Battle Bowl, which sounds like just a fine chicken solution, which I can show you guys up in a second on top of that one, which basically you guys have a chance to get this one. You get a cool deal for that too as well. And if you want to try to win Tekken 8 for a premium edition, you can totally go get that too on top of that. So it's intriguing because you can literally have this. It's like a chicken, white rice, black beans, fresh tomato salsa type of vibe. Looks good, vibe's good. If you guys want to get free chips just by trying, you guys can. A really weird deal. I want to hear your thoughts more on the gossip of it. This is one of those things where, like, why not? You know, if people are chilling, you have the game, you just want to rock it out, you want to get some free chips. You know, why not? You know, literally, why not? So, this little fun thing with that. Now, also for some more intriguing news, too, as well, that I want to talk about, is that Sony, thankfully, is not completely hanging us up to dry. Now, we've been hearing a lot of rumors of Xbox and PlayStation having a very dry rest of this year, especially PlayStation. Like, we're hearing a lot of reports of nothing big and major coming out. Although there is a good chance that we could maybe have some surprise games or some AAA games that are on the low coming out soon. But basically, Sony reportedly has, thankfully, smaller first-party games due in 2024, including games such as Astrobot. So these are not going to be like the major games, like, let's say, Spider-Man. Or let's go and say, I mean, there's a lot of various games you guys probably know, but like big games like God of Wars or Horizons. But at least they do have first-party games, which is the games that they specifically have made, and I think that's nice. So Jeff Grubb has claimed in the latest Game Mess Mornings, a podcast, that Sony has a number of smaller first-party games lined up for its 2024 launch, including a brand new Astrobot game, which a lot of people really liked when it first came out. As previously reported, Sony doesn't have plans to launch any major franchise sequels through March 2025. Which does stink because we want to have like some big games and proper games to play. And I still am holding out that throughout E3, maybe we'll at least have some cool announcements. We probably want at least something for the holiday season. Or maybe they're just going to do like a soft launch of the PS5 Pro and then like let games kind of get announced for that. So you know how we had a big issue with the PS5? Then maybe in theory, they'll go and just do that, maybe, like, just, like, let people buy it. Like, let's say you had a really, like, GTA 6 and the PS5 Pro same day. Realistically, like, a lot of people are going to want that console day one. But if you do it, like, 6 months later, anyone who really wanted to get it would have gotten it. And then anyone who wants to get, like, the FOMO, they could still probably have stock for it. It would make sense. But either way, they'd go and say that Sony Interactive said in a financial report they don't have any major franchise follow-up and sequels coming from any of their first-party studios this year. So it's like a Spider-Man 3, God of War 3, or Horizon 3. Funny enough, threes. And that's the fiscal year, so through March of 2025. And that could feel kind of barren, but it doesn't mean that they don't have a lot of games from these newer studios or partner games from Square Enix or whoever else. And that was a good example, too. We do have Stellar Blade coming out soon. We did have Final Fantasy VII Remake as well, because I believe this news came out before that came out in the first place. So there has been options. They probably will do have a number of games to talk about. And also, I do keep hearing that there will be some smaller first-party games like that Astro game that'll be coming out throughout this year. There has also been rumors, too, as we mentioned, about a new PlayStation conference, more of a bigger one, coming out maybe in the next few months, maybe in May or so, or maybe even June, just depending. It's always like up in the air for these. And a lot of folks are pushing more on the Silent Hill, which we've heard a lot of rumors on, and there has been multiples being reported. So a lot of people are assuming at least we will have some filler throughout the PlayStation 5 year. But at least we get to go get fun, cool things like free chips and guac and have a chance to win thousands of dollars. And as well, we also get a bunch of other like little cool food vibes to you as well. So give me your thoughts on everything down below. And of course, remember, check out those Samsung links down below. A lot of really cool sales, hashtag, and of course, swing by the Twitter and Twitch if you guys would like to hang out and chill. Would love to have you guys there, and I love you guys all in general in the first place.